guys. This is the Binti Love Podcast, and I'm your host, Binti Love, and this is the 5 Points 5-Star review. Okay, so today I will be reviewing the Grammy Awards 2023. Yes. And again, this is me. I'm your host, Binti Love, my laptop and my glasses. And there's going to be a teachable moment or a research moment. And again, here at the Binti Love Podcast, we definitely like to get things done and let there be something that you learned. Okay, so beautiful Grammy Award, nice and shiny, great background in the back. Love it. And a few people won this award last night here. Okay, so first of all, I gave these Grammy Awards 4 stars, which is 4 out of 5, but it's still a good number because the entertainment there was lovely. I loved it. Definitely loved it. I felt the energy was great. And I just thought it was a really, really, really good job by a lot of people there and things of that sort. So I love that a lot. So now, point number 1, Harry Styles. Let me comment and say, I loved his shiny, shimmering men's pants gown. I thought it was kind of like a pants gown, a gown for men. Let's take a look. Now if you can see, it's a shimmering number. It's beaded like a nice silver beaded gown. And the beads swung around. But there were pants and a top. If you can get a good look there. So that's Harry Styles. Nice background there. They had dancers, things of that sort. Nice red flooring that they had there. Love that. And I loved his silver. Looked like a gown for men. Well, I guess men are not going to really wear a gown, but a gown which is like a men's gown. That's what I called it. Is that a men's gown? A gown for men? So definitely loved that. I just wanted to comment on that. I liked it. It was very, very different, but it wasn't like bad. A men's gown is not bad? No, a men's gown is not bad. So I definitely loved that. I thought that, But okay. It kind of worked out for Harry. I thought, okay. I'm not going to complain about that. Not going to complain about that at all. It was a great night. Good music. Loved everything about it. Harry Styles was great. He did win a Grammy. But moving on to point number 2, let me just comment and say I love Lizzo. And all the women in gold dresses being bold and beautiful, dancing around her. And I loved her sisterhood. So if you can see in this picture, this is Lizzo, but you're like, who's this one, right? Because sometimes Lizzo has her hair up and wears these gowns like this here. But this is Lizzo. Beautiful stage. I love the lights there at the floor, under her feet. And it's lit there on the stage there too. And these the beautiful women and there were, I believe, some men there too. They were dancing around her. I loved her sheer gown in the back with the nice white stripes in the front. A nice poofy sleeve there, shoulder sleeve. Nice shoes. So I really liked that. And she sang very, very great. So I loved all the movement that was going on around stage there. And I thought she really did a good job with that. Yeah, and, I just loved it. I was like, okay. A little different than normal, because normally, it's a little different. She might bring out the flute, but it was still good. Again, let me just let you know that we are talking about the Grammy Awards, the 2023 Grammy Awards that took place yesterday evening, and this is just a 5 points 5-star review. I'm your host, Binti Love, and that's me. Okay, so yeah, I love Lizzo. I thought it was good. I thought she did great. Her whole, performance was good. She was very, very active sitting there in the crowd, and I love that energy she had too. Okay, now point number 3. I didn't like the best new artist. I think her name is Samara Joe. Like, I never even heard of her. Has anyone heard of Samara Joe? Samara Joe? I never heard of her. So I was kind of like, is that the best new artist? Yeah, not to say anything bad about her, but I didn't hear anything about her. For her to win a Grammy for the best new artist, her promotion company, or whoever does it, needs to promote her a little bit more, because I really didn't hear it. Yeah, I'm more on YouTube and things of that sort, but it's not like I'm like just popping to the radio all day, but I didn't hear anything about her. But yeah, Elizabeth was good. My criticism was point number 3, that I never heard about the artist Samara Joe. So, who? Who? Again, who? Grammys, come on. Bye, guys. Hello. Okay, now point number 4, the MVP moment. Now, again, guys, the MVP moment is the most valuable player moment. It's the performance when you're like, I'm very glad I tuned in. And sometimes it's that, like, okay. I know I wasn't just sitting here watching this for nothing, So, it was, Run DMC. Yes, let's look at him right here. Okay, so yeah. Run DMC showed up. And, these guys never age. Have you guys noticed that? Run DMC, they never age. It was kind of like some type of reunion moment. I loved it. Great energy, great sound. I loved the hats again. Nice, simple black outfits. A nice little Adidas jacket. Great DJ in the back. Good music, things of that sort. And they just never age. I loved all the lighting and everything they had on stage. They moved around the stage very, very nicely. And I really, really loved it. And great job for them. So yeah, definitely the most valuable player moment, MVP moment, does go to Run DMC for the Grammys 2023. It was like, okay. Old time leather clothing. And they had salt and pepper, yes. And they had great outfits on too. So I was like, this is really, 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 really good. Love that. Yes. So I was very, very impressed with them. Okay, now let's just take a look at a clip here. It's Binti Love now. Is this a teachable moment or a research moment? Here at the Binti Love Podcast, viewers try to guess which one it is with the Binti Love Podcast. Is this a research moment or a teachable moment, guys? Yeah, so that's what that's about. Is this a research moment or a teachable moment? It's a teachable moment, guys. And so this is the part where I just basically talk about something. Yeah, and again, it does go back to Run DMC right here. Yeah. And I just wanted to say the teachable moment is, guys, never give up, because their albums were out a long time ago. Not to say anything like that, but they're not young chickens anymore, or spring chickens, or whatever that might be. And so, but, push, 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 get an album, get a deal, and it might be, just a few albums, but if the music is good and the people love it, this can continue for the rest of their lives. These two guys, they never really have to put any other music out because that's how popular their music was, and that's how popular their music really still is, and they never have to do anything. Never have to do anything ever again. And people still love them, and so that's the teachable moment. That never give up, because your music, now not for them, but for you, you might have one album that's great, and that was it, one song. But if it's a really good song and people love it, you could be performing for 20 years. Maybe like 3 songs, and people will invite you there to perform places because that's how great that song was. And good songs, it ties into people's lives. So people remember, I was doing this, I was doing that. When that song came on, I met my first husband, or my husband with that song on. We was there and this happened and that song was on. And so they always keep loving that song because of those reasons. So you never know about things. Okay, again, guys, moving on from the research moment. This is again the Binti Love Podcast, 5 Points 5 Stars review. I'm your host, Binti Love, and you can find me on YouTube and TikTok. And make sure to subscribe, guys. Definitely subscribe. And subscribe, and tell 10 people to subscribe too. And you'll also catch me at www.bintilove.com. And you'll find out more about my channel and my shows on there. Okay, yeah, so moving back to the Binti Love Podcast reviewing the Grammys. Now, so when Run DMC went there and they were out there, a lot of other people came out there, Public Enemy, point number 5, the most loving moment was seeing Public Enemy. It was great to see Flavor Flav. And he doesn't age either. He still looks great, excellent, great health. He looks like he's doing good. He looks like that. And I was just impressed. I love old school hip hop. Ice-T came out. Loved it. And Queen Latifah came out. I was like, oh my goodness. This is just a real situation here of old school hip hop. And I didn't know they was going to do all that. But I definitely loved it. I was like, this is the energy that was needed for this award show. I still gave it 4 stars because this is the Grammys. There's been some 5-star awards, but this is up there with the 4 stars. 4 out of 5 stars I gave this Grammy Award. I loved all these people. And again, this is the review from the Binti Love Podcast. For all the people who got that great gold trophy there. Congratulations to them. And I definitely loved all of that. And I had a really, really good night. I really, really did. Didn't have any popcorn, but I definitely had a good night. Okay, guys, so the 5th and final point always ends with love because this is the Binti Love Podcast, and I loved all the old school and Public Enemy, like I was saying. Again, make sure to subscribe, and tell 10 people to subscribe too. Like, comment below, guys. Bye, guys.